Our third type of equation in this section is an absolute value equation. Absolute value equations are ones in which the variable occurs within an absolute value. So just to review quickly an absolute value, remember that absolute value refers to the distance a number is from 0 on a number line. Okay, so for instance, if I were to look at the absolute value of -3, what that is saying is how far away from 0 is -3 on the number line. Well, it's 1, 2, 3 units to the left, and so a distance of 3, we would say absolute value equals 3. Likewise, if I took the absolute value of +3, that's asking me how far away from 0 is 3 on the number line. Well, it's 1, 2, 3 units from the right, but again, 3 total units, so we'd say 3. Okay, so absolute value always refers to distance from 0 on a number line. The shortcut is that absolute value will result in a positive value every time. Okay, so when we solve an absolute value equation, we want to think of that. So if we have an expression u equaling some constant c, then if my expression equals positive c or negative c, then we get a true statement. So again, if we have absolute value of u equal to c, if u equals c, I have the absolute value of c equals c. Or if I make my expression equal to -c, I'd have the absolute value of -c is equal to c. So when I solve an absolute value equation, our strategy is to get the absolute value alone, and then use this idea to write two separate equations that we solve for x. Okay? So example 3, part A, absolute value of 2x minus 3 equals 11. Okay, so we first get the absolute value alone. It is on this one. And so what we want to do is figure out what x value makes 2x minus 3 equal to 11, because the absolute value of 11 will equal 11. And then separately, what x value will make 2x minus 3 equal to -11, because the absolute value of -11 will also equal 11. So we say 2x minus 3 equals 11, and 2x minus 3 equals -11. We want to solve those two separately. Okay, both involve the same solving strategy. Add 3. 2x equals 14. Divide by 2. And x equals 7. Likewise on this one, add 3. This time, though, we have -11. So -11 plus 3 is -8. Divide by 2. And -8 divided by 2 is -4. So my solution set is 7 and -4. Example 3b, we have 5 times the absolute value of 1 minus 4x minus 15 equals 0. So first, get your absolute value alone. We're going to add 15 to both sides. 5 times the absolute value of 1 minus 4x equals 15. And then we don't want anything out in front, so let's divide 5, giving us 1 minus 4x in absolute value equals 3. So we want to figure out what x value makes 1 minus 4x equal to 3, and what x value makes 1 minus 4x equal to -3. So we set up two separate equations that we will solve for x. Okay, and again, they have the exact same strategy, just different starting numbers. Subtract 1, -4x equals 2, divide by -4, and x equals 2 over -4, both divisible by 2. We get -1/2. Same on this one, subtract 1, except this time we have -3 minus 1 is -4. Divide by -4, and x equals -4 divided by -4 is +1. So our solution set is -1/2, 1.